What's going on YouTube? This is Danny from the CornerCade, and today guys we're going to do a full room tour of the CornerCade. I'm going to show you guys all the updated Arcade1Ups that we have, the ones that we sold. We're going to dive into all the artwork that's in the room, and we're going to go over future plans to the CornerCade and everything that's going to come our way in the future. So without further ado, let's swing over here to when you first walk through the doors of the CornerCade. You're going to be met with Atari Star Wars. Absolutely love this cabinet right here. This is definitely a must-have to have in your home arcade. All three games are super fun to play. And if Arcade1Up ever comes out with a Sega Star Wars trilogy, I will flip my lid. That would be the must-have one to get. But for right now, the 80s Atari Star Wars is here to stay. To the right of that one, we're going to have Marvel vs. Capcom 2. This one's an absolute fun cab to play. I love all the games on here. Definitely a lot of good titles to play. Great form factor with this one. This one gets play like every night when we're in here. Moving on over to Terminator 2. This has just got the one game on it. It's a pretty cool cab. We got it for a cheap price, so I ended up putting it in here. But this one doesn't get a lot of play in the CornerCade, so it's something that might be making its departure as we start to fill up, maybe with like a different shooter or just with a different kind of cabinet altogether. But it is here right now. That's Terminator 2. Moving on over to the Atari Centipede Legacy cabinet. This one's got a great form factor. It's got a great side art and awesome control panel with the lava buttons there. This one gets a lot of gameplay with Centipede, Millipede, Crystal Castles, just to name a few. Those are the big ones that we play in the CornerCade. But this one gets pretty much gameplay every night when we're in here. That's that guy. And swing on over to our newest cabinet in the CornerCade. It's going to be the Mortal Kombat 2 Deluxe version from Arcade1Up. It's a great form factor. I just did a review on this one, so please check that out. This one's got a great form factor as well. A little bit bigger marquee on this one. A little bit bigger sticks. And the no riser design. This one's a must have in your arcade. This is, I know they didn't update any of the games, but this is definitely a solid piece with the whole form factor, and they finally got the BOE monitor in this one. So it's definitely one to put in if you were looking to pick it up. Moving on over to Big Blue here. We got this one from the Red Cross charity event. This one was definitely pretty cool. The form factor on this one makes it a little bit harder for me to play. I'm 6 foot tall, so for this one you'd have to like get a stool to sit on and play it. As you can clearly see the deck height there. It's a big difference by a couple of inches. Definitely makes all the world. I have to bend over a little bit. So if a new Street Fighter cabinet were to come out from Arcade1Up, like a Street Fighter 3 Alpha or something like that, we would definitely look to move Big Blue to bring that one into the CornerCade. Moving to the right, these were our second and third newest cabs. We got the double Fast and Furious going here. We ended up selling Ridge Racer to get both of these going, so we link play connected them thanks to 19K Fox's video on that. Super cool. Definitely no lag. Everything works very smooth. It's an absolute blast to play 2 or more players. I can only imagine hooking like 4 of these up. That would be just ridiculous if you had like a big basement. But definitely this is one of those cabs that's like showing you what the link technology play can really do, because it's an absolute blast to play with somebody against them. And so if you were to Like, let's just, for a hypothetical, say, you know, let's hook up 2 Time Crisis. That would be dope. That would be so cool. But for this one, definitely recommend getting at least one of them. I know the Fast and Furious is running at lower graphics, 30 frames per second. It's still an absolute blast to play. When you're playing it, you kind of forget all that and you're trying to just beat your opponent. So again, this one has that no riserless design, the new deluxe coin door on it. The shifter's great. Everything works really well. So we got those 2 going, and then on the side there we have a little shelf where we can put drinks. Got the remote right there for right now. And swinging on over here, this row is pretty much remained the same, but it's gonna be Street Fighter 2, the Shinku Hadouken version. And this cabinet looks absolutely gorgeous. There's literally been 0 complaints about this guy from an aesthetics point. The form factor is great. The games lineup is awesome. This one is probably going to stay here as long as we have a CornerCade. The control panel just looks beautiful. And the marquee is awesome. I wish they did Killer Instinct like this with this form factor. That would have been so cool. Moving on over to Mortal Kombat, the Mortal Kombat 30th Legacy Edition. This one's got a great form factor as well, just like the Shinku Hadouken. But that screen, you can kind of see it here, that screen kind of fades a little bit when you go from side to side. We all know those problems. But still a great cabinet to have. So if you can pick this up at a good price, it would definitely be worth bringing to your home arcade. Speaking of Killer Instinct, we have KI right here. It's a great cabinet, awesome collection of games. Shout outs to those who picked this up for the $150 on that killer sale. That was definitely awesome. We added this Joe Sabo's marquee right here. Absolute must have for this cabinet. It just makes it look so much better. It's not even, it's day and night. It's not even close to the original. So I definitely recommend swapping that marquee out at the very least. Moving on over to Joust. This is going to be the same build and everything like MK30th, so this one's going to have that same screen issue. But the cabinet itself is absolutely gorgeous. I love the ball tops here. The control panel looks really nice. But it's going to have that same screen issue. And then to the right of that, we're going to have Tron. Tron looks absolutely beautiful. It's a great looking cab. Unfortunately, in our home arcade, it doesn't get a lot of gameplay. So this one could be on the chopping block, just depending on what comes out from Arcade1Up. So we'll kind of just have to wait and see. But this is definitely a showpiece. I'm going to flip this over to the Dig Dug Legacy Cab. It's in that same form factor and games list as the Pac-Mania. Love those volcano buttons. I loved this skin over the Pac-Mania, so I ended up going with this one. I think in the future, as funds come through, we're gonna upgrade this marquee because it's not very good at all, and we're gonna put a Joe Sabo's marquee on there. The monitor we can kind of live with when you're standing in front of it. It's not too bad. It's when you kind of come to here, there's some washout, but it's still a great looking cab. I think Arcade1Up learned their lesson with the whole washout TN monitors. I don't think they're going to make that same mistake again. Moving on to Yoga Flame. This is going to be the same games list as the Shinku Hadouken. This Yoga Flame is absolutely stunning. It's a great looking cab. I got this one first, and then I got the Shinku Hadouken for Christmas. So that's kind of why I have double the same cabs. And if we ever, if other games come out, we can definitely sell off. It is definitely cool to have two of the same cab with the games lineup. You could play online. You don't have to crowd yourself on the same cab with a smaller control panel here. So it's nice to kind of do that if you want to play like Puzzle Fighter or Street Fighter online against somebody in the CornerCade. You can kind of just jump on the other cabinet. kind of space it out a little bit, which is nice. Swing on over here, we have NFL Blitz on the end cap of this middle row. This is an absolute blast to play as well. This marquee, though, that's something that's going to have to also get changed out. It's very, very washed out. I mean, you can clearly see with these guys, beautiful marquees, and then you can just see the wash out there. So it's kind of disappointing. So it might be done in the future. We'll see how that goes. And then finishing off this middle row here, we got the Class of 81 Pac-Man Galaga. Awesome, awesome cabinet. One of my favorites. This one gets all the gameplay as well every night in the CornerCade. Love that recessed, slanted screen there. I did substitute the black ball top from the red one. I think that looks a lot better. And I did turn my kick plate around, so it's not as busy in the front. I also did a review video on this one as well, just kind of taking a look at it. You can check it out on the channel. That's going to be the Class of 81 there. So that's going to be all of the arcade cabinets that are in the CornerCade. And then, guys, I'm going to go through the artwork with you. I'm just going to switch over the lights to make it a little bit brighter in here so you guys can kind of see that. And then we'll go over the artwork. Alright, guys, now that we got the lights changed over, I tried to make it as bright as I could in here so you guys can see all the artwork. But when you walk right into the CornerCade, we got the door closed right now, but when you walk in, we're going to have Mortal Kombat 2. These are just like promotional posters that I got off eBay. Try to zoom in here a little. It's really cool how they have like the numbers and the dates, and really kind of gives it that retro arcade feel and look to it. And they're great print quality. So that's Mortal Kombat 2. Scroll over here to House of the Dead. Looks really, really cool. I love it. Scroll on over. We got a couple marquees here. Midway Mortal Kombat 2. Time Crisis. And Terminator 2. Speaking of Terminator 2, we're going to have that Terminator 2 promotional poster right here. Got the arcade machine on there. It just looks so cool. When I found these, I was so excited because I didn't really know what to do artwork wise in here. You know, we live in an apartment, and the walls are white. If you guys want to take a quick time out real quick, the walls are all white. So, you know, if this was a house in the basement, all these walls would be painted black, and I'd probably have like a graffiti artist come in and graffiti like kind of like what you see here, but like retro, like cityscapes and arcade machines in like white or something. I think that'd be really dope. Kind of like the Arcade1Up store in Florida. They have like a retro vibe look to it, so really cool. But you know, we're in an apartment for right now, but so this is how it's gonna be. But getting back to the artwork here, we're gonna have Turtles in Time promotional poster. Again, shows the gameplay. Pretty cool stuff. And to the right of that, we got Killer Instinct marquee sign, and then Ridge Racer, kind of like, you know, promotional poster marquee signs. Got the Street Fighter 2 marquee there, and then the Area 51 marquee. We actually added this. This is kind of new. We kind of just jumbled it a little bit, so when you're playing over the Terminator machine, you can see that. But yeah. And then we got the Simpsons promotional poster here. Here we just got some blackout curtains. Definitely dampens the sound in here. I have a set of 4 of them on here. There's 2 windows all the way to the floor there. Just blocking out the windows. And we got the Street Fighter promotional poster, and that one looks really cool too. Mortal Kombat tin sign. These are one of my favorites. I wish I wish a seller on it was Amazon, eBay, you can get them all over the place. I wish they had more of these. Just so cool. They're just really good quality too. And there's the Simpsons too. Just wish they had more variety than just these two, but I was lucky to pick those up. To the right of that, we got a Hydro Thunder marquee tin sign, Spider-Man Street sign, and a Killer Instinct sign. So you got to peer back here when you're playing. You can kind of see that. Got the NBA Jam promotional poster. And then we got the Primal Rage, X-Men, Turtles, and NBA Jam marquee sign sitting right underneath our infamous CornerCade neon sign. You can adjust the brightness to this. I have it turned on like 3, so it's really like just chill. Not so bright, but you can make this thing like super bright where it lights up the whole room. Definitely a cool sign. Got that off Etsy. Up here back so you guys can see it. And then to the right of the neon sign, we have the Street Fighter 2 New Challengers promotional poster. That one's super cool too. Again, these are all from the same seller on eBay. To the right of that, we have the WrestleMania. This one's really cool. And to that, we have the NFL Blitz marquee sign, Captain America Street sign, and Mortal Kombat 4 marquees, and then those will sit right over as you play. Nice great heights, not cut off. Got the Blitz tin signs and Hydro Thunder tin signs. I got the stand-up Hydro Thunder cab. Hopefully one day Arcade1Up can make that. Got the Blitz cab right there. Panning back here, we got Jurassic Park, the Sega Jurassic Park shooter, something I wish Arcade1Up would come up with as well. That would be totally awesome. And the WrestleFest, the highly rumored WrestleFest poster. We'll see if they make a move and come out with that one as well. I'll bring it back here. You can see everything lined up. And then we got the Bubbles marquee sign, Outrun marquee sign, and Capcom Bowling marquee sign. Swinging over to the right, got a Tekken poster. And that's going to sit right above the Dick Dug machine, so when you're playing, boom. This is all, this used to be a closet that we took the doors off of so we could fit 2 more arcade cabinets in. And we kind of just decorated in there. That was all my wife. Pretty cool idea. Try to squeeze as many machines in the row as we can, right? And then this row just have these cabinets here, and then we got a 32-inch TV that we put in, and this is so cool. One of the best ideas that we really brought to the CornerCade. I was kind of on the fence about doing it, didn't know if it would take away from the aesthetics, but most arcades have a TV, and we'll put like sports up or something. Right now, you already know what's going on. It's the CornerCade channel on there. But yeah, this is super cool to have. Even if it's muted or you're just watching the news or whatever, it's cool to just have that in the background. Either it's on mute or volume, doesn't matter. But it definitely I would recommend anyone putting a TV in their home arcade. So definitely pretty cool. And then guys, that's the artwork. I'll give you a quick pano around everything. And then we just had the Govee lights running all the way around. And these can change color. They can pump to the beat. They're Bluetooth and Wi-Fi enabled. Alright guys, so I'm going to give you future plans to the CornerCade here. I'm just going to switch the lights back over and then kind of go over some future plans for you guys. What I see fit for the CornerCade going forward. Alright guys, so we recently did a poll on our YouTube channel about what we should kind of bring to the CornerCade, and I put it up for the Neo Geo MVSX, and it won like 80 to 20%. We had over 100 votes. So it looks like that's gonna be coming to the CornerCade from your guys' recommendations. So I really do appreciate that. Everybody took the time to vote and left a comment as to why. So hopefully that'll be coming in the next few weeks to months. We'll see how shipping goes. And I kind of found a home for it already. If you want to swing over here, I'm gonna put it right in that empty space right there. We'll have just enough room for the door to open, so it'll be super neat, super cool. It'll fit right in there, and it'll give that row kind of like a finishing touch right there. So that'll be that. Time Crisis, if that comes out, that's gonna go where MK2 is. I'm gonna swing MK2 either into the row over here, or it'll go in the row behind me in the middle. But it's got to go here just based on like diameters of the room, and being a shooter you got to step back a little bit. But in this row right here, if I think I can fit 4 more arcade cabinets here, and that'll be really dope because we'll actually get real rows then. So we'll get a row here of cabinets, and then we'll actually get a row here of cabinets because we'll have 2 in the middle there. Got plenty of room here, so we'll have 2 in the middle there, and then hopefully the one on the end there. So it'll definitely make it feel more of like an arcade in here. He'll just be able to, he'll have perfect walking space and to walk around, but definitely won't have any room for anything else. Right now we have a lot of floor space, so we'll see what comes up from Arcade1Up. So it looks like the Neo Geo Time Crisis. I am going to be doing a review on the Wheel of Fortune CasinoCade that will be coming out. I'm sort of getting a review unit. I'll go into details more as we actually get that unit in and get to demo it and then do a review for you guys on our channel. So I'm really excited about that because that wasn't one that I was really wanting to bring to the CornerCade. Mrs. CornerCade, you guys all know her. She wanted to actually bring that to us, but you know, that $4.99 price point, okay, then they raised it to $5.99. It's like that's a little too much for what that is. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what kind of sales go on and stuff like that. But I'm definitely excited to bring the CasinoCade to you guys and do a review on it as for you guys on the channel. So I appreciate you guys stopping in. That's pretty much it for the room tour. Got nothing else in the works. It looks like those 3 cabinets are going to be up next. Like I said, I had Tron, possibly MK30th, and Big Blue here on the chopping block, but we'll see. You know, I'm going to keep them until something else comes up. You know, talks about a Robotron or Smash TV cab. Definitely good stuff coming down the pipeline. Hope, fingers crossed, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, if you guys like the video, give this video a like. Comment. I always love your comments, guys. I always love your feedback from the community. Subscribe if you haven't to the channel. Mainly what we do is like arcade room tours here. We'll do reviews on cabinets and gameplay. It's, you know, the basis of this channel is our home arcade brought to you. So yeah, that's about it. This is gonna be Danny from the CornerCade, guys, and you know, we will see you in the next one.